What's cropping up, stockers? Zach, the stock cropper, filling a Suzuki mini truck with a 2-inch fill. I want my banjo straps. Let's see. There we go. Finished up side dressing here a day or two ago, and now we took our eye drops off of our real side dresser and put them back on the Suzuki, because the only side dressing we've got left to do is on the stock cropper corn. So I'm gonna fire up and go get that done quick, and then we're gonna bring you up to speed with the rest of the week's news. Okay, so another week without rain, but we're still hanging. It's like 90 degrees right now, and we don't have hardly any rolling or very minimal rolling compared to some other stuff from drought stress to this point. In the cropper, stuff is still green. Our summer pasture mix that you can see over here is probably grown about 6 to 8 inches in the last week. The beans are still coming. We're in some frost damage here, and the pasture strips are still green, and we got some of the stuff starting to head out, the oats and the leftover rye starting to head out too. We had a chance of rain last night, and it blew up about 30 miles east of here, and that kind of seems to be our theme. But we've got a good chance on Sunday, so we're hoping that we can just get a little bit of respite and the pattern changes a little bit, but we're doing remarkably well. But with that chance of rain, that's why we're out here dripping on some nitrogen, hopefully get that into the corn. This is the second shot of nitrogen on the corn out here in the stock cropper plot, and we'll come back and we will do some late stuff hand applied to the outside high row. One thing that we did with the drought stress and the fact that our pasture strips were budding right up, this outside high population corn you can see is stressed harder. And it's stressed because it's competing with the moisture suck of the pasture strip here, and then the additional light that this is starting to shadow with the height now. So we had Juice and Fia come out here and try to mow some of this off. And we're going to actually kill this to try to limit the suck. It's still going to be pretty close, but you can definitely see the drought stress is worse on this outside row of corn. On the other outside row where it's next to the soybeans, it's not stressed to the same degree, and it looks better over there. So we're going to try to even this up a little bit, but that's it. We're still dry, but we're still hopeful, and that's kind of the update from the field here. So it's been a frustrating year from the standpoint that a lot of the cover crop stuff and strip till stuff I've had has gotten hurt by the frost event that we had. It got definitely hit worse, but we're starting to see some of the benefits as well, in my opinion, from having the thatch mix. So this is in our 60-inch corn plot, and this is something I noticed when I was side dressing it the other day when I came through here. There's only one real place that we've got weeds coming. We've got a bunch of lamb's quarter here and pigweed starting to come up, and it's in our tilled strip where we didn't have a good rye cover. So we seeded this rye at an angle last year, and we stripped through it. And really the only place we have weeds growing, and there was no other herbicide down on this, but you can see the weed pressure there, and the only place weeds were right in the strip. So a lot of people talk about the impact of the allelopathy that rye can have, but this is like, couldn't be a better picture. Again, there's no residual herbicide here, just rye, and you can see the difference from a weed control standpoint. So like I said, while the cover crop thing has been a little bit of a sore subject because of what happened in that one case, the weed suppression thing is the real absolute deal, and this perfectly illustrates that. So the stock cropper, or at least the 20-foot barn, is Cluster Cluck 5000, I should say to be clear, is full of animals. So we just got our pigs here today.
So Juice and I just got back from picking up the pigs, and they're getting used to their new home. We have their water set up, and we just gave them some feed, and now Juice, what are you doing?
I'm just getting used to the pigs.
Getting used to the pigs. Oh, we're gonna sit here and name them all.
So we've got 10 feeder pigs from D. Sheldon Stevemer. Stevemer Pork up in Easton, Minnesota, and we've got a great group here of mix of Hamp and Duroc, and we've got some Burke mixed into the genetic background here, but same place where we got our pigs last year. So we've got 10 here from Sheldon that we're going to get for this barn, and then we're going to get another 10 or 12 from Chad Ingalls over in northeast Iowa when the big barn gets here. But it's a hot day already, the first hot day, but they're enjoying the shade here that you can see. We've got a little bit of we've got to turn our fill hose off, got a little bit of a water leak. They're liking that too. But it feels really, really good to have everything here finally and working, and be interesting to see how the weekend goes and how these pigs get acclimated to being outside again. We will be getting the live cam. Our goal is next week, hopefully up and running on YouTube. We might do some stuff on Facebook as well, so you can see all the different animals' antics as we go. But we are officially stock cropping for 2021. Okay, so today's going to be kind of a short video with not too much going on. We're still waiting for our big barn to get here. I'm crossing my fingers that things go well this week at the shop, and hopefully that we can have something up here by next weekend. Juice and I still have some finishing work on like the plumbing system once that gets here, but I'm hoping that by next weekend we will have everything actually out in the stock cropper plot. We're still moving the 20-foot barn just on some rye that's starting to get mature, so the forage quality isn't that great for the sheep and the goats. It's time to get them out onto the pasture for sure. So we're hoping a week, 10 days from now, that we will have everything working out there. The one thing we don't have here yet is the barn from Dawn, and if any of you follow me on social media here in the last day here today, or I guess when this comes out yesterday, you would see on Facebook or Twitter a picture of the working model of the new cluster cluck barn that Dawn Equipment Underground Agriculture are producing for us out in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And that finished product is going to be debuted. We talked about it last week, but I'll hit on it again at Jason Mock's Field Day out in Gaston, Indiana on July 17th. More details to come on that. We'll pass that along. So if you're on the eastern side of the world, or you're looking for a fun road trip to meet a lot of cool people and have some cool interaction, you want to see the new barn with me for the first time, be the first time I see it, is out at Jason's. Plan to come out to that. Other than that, we're going to keep working on content here. If you're not following us on Facebook or on Instagram, Fia is going to be doing a lot more content throughout the week now that we've got animals, and expect that throughout. So follow us on Instagram at _stock_cropper, the stock cropper on Facebook, of course Twitter and YouTube, you know, all that stuff. And then last but not least, one thing I'll say is we're going to put a lot bigger effort on trying to get these animals sold up front. And so if you are interested in purchasing for meat when we're going ready to process, we are going to have details on our website, thestockcropper.com, probably in the next week to 10 days. But if you want to buy poultry from us, or some of the pork that you see, or if you want some lamb, please send us an email right off the bat here, and we would love to get your name on some of these animals, and you can watch them grow through the rest of the summer. So I think that's it for this week. Thanks again for the support and for watching, and we'll see you a week from now.